Hi, Aries, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. We're going to talk about your June 2022 astrology forecast. All right, let's see. The last month, May 30th, ended with a beautiful new moon in Gemini, in 9 degrees of Gemini. And 9 degrees is the first decan of Gemini, so get an extra flavor of Gemini energy. And also this new moon, I forgot to mention in my previous video, actually was conjuncting with the fixed star Aldebaran. What is in astrology, the meaning of success and successful war, and it's helping the military, and actually it's also helping Jewish people, and it's representing Archangel Michael as well. So I wanted to put that little extra information beginning of the video. So June actually going to start with Mercury going direct on June 3rd in Taurus and 26 degrees. Mercury in Taurus in your second house. Your second house actually representing your values. It's representing your finance, like the money you earn, actually, your wallet. Actually, it's also representing your taste, your diet, your food, and your garden, perhaps. And it's in Taurus. So Taurus is a fixed earth sign. And when it's going direct in the second house, it is like, all right, let's focus on my financial matters. Let's focus on who can I make money, actually? Who can I get back whatever I lost, perhaps, or whatever was stagnating and didn't move forward while Mercury was retrograde over here. This Mercury, it's still conjuncting with North Node. North Node is not a planet, it's an actually mathematical point in heaven, but that's representing our future or purpose. And with conjuncting with Mercury, it is like actually you are very focused and your purpose is right now to fixing anything with your finances. What other aspects Mercury makes in your chart? So second house, but it's going to square Saturn. So Saturn is restriction, decay, delay, government, structure. Definitely it's indicating something like you can be censored, or you know what, your money can be delayed. So your paycheck can be delayed because government, or if you are waiting from authority some kind of money, it could be delayed. Or it could be actually coming from a friend. Maybe a friend borrowed money previously, and you know, they are not capable to get it back to you yet. They're not capable to pay it back for you yet, because 11 house is your social circle, your friends, so it could come from friends as well, but get delayed. The words, Mercury is your words, either your written words, either the way you are communicating, it could be your social media platform. So Saturn is getting the restriction over there, and it representing like, all right, so you know what, you will be censored, something will be censored, whatever you want to talk about. For example, maybe you are protesting against all the poison that's going on our landfill, and you are writing a blog about that, and they're going to take it off because they don't want anyone to know about it. What else can it be? It could be actually restriction of your voice. So Saturn is restriction, and it's some kind of cold. This Saturn is a cold planet. Mercury representing your voice, your vocal cord. So it could be your strain, your voice, you get a noodle on your vocal cord, that kind of situation in medical astrology. Mercury representing communication and vocal cords. So if you have any kind of illness like inflammation, or you know, like restricted voice, actually mullein, the herbs mullein and linden is really, really great to consume this time, because actually it helps you to heal the throat chakra. Throat chakra is also, that is and for example, if you wear turquoise and any kind of blue stones, that could be actually strengthen your throat chakra. So it would be a great remedy for all of you. All right, so what else? So Uranus is very close to Mercury in your second house. It's not exact conjunction, it has 10 degrees between, but it is a very wide conjunction, but it's still conjunction. Uranus is actually, anything with digital currency, Mercury selling. So it could be like, what I right now, Saturn is restricting some kind of selling my digital currency. But Pluto, look at that beautiful aspect with Pluto retrograde. Pluto actually going to, and in your 10th house of career. Pluto is reformation. Pluto is actually like Phoenix effects, a rebirth. It is death, sex, obsession, and surgeries, and a lot of other bank and other people's money. So Mercury is actually trining with Pluto. It means like, okay, some kind of investment in career, perhaps, right now going to start to pay off for me. So I'm capable, Mercury is selling, but I'm capable to selling my knowledge, right? But I invested in a career right now, and I'm capable to make money out of that. And look at that beautiful Pluto and Neptune sextile in this chart that's representing, and Neptune is in your 12th house. Neptune is art, working behind the scene on some kind of art project. It could manifest that way. But Neptune also like dreaming, angels, so you are capable to go to do some kind of research. Pluto also research about afterlife or angels, or connected with angels, or someone who deceased. Pluto is death, so who is deceased. But it also could means like you are obsessed with something. Pluto obsession. Neptune is any kind of drugs or alcohol. So it could be an obsessive compulsive disorder manifesting that. But you know what, that's a sextile. So if you're willing to work on it, you are capable to heal this aspect, because Neptune is a higher octave of love, higher octave of Venus. So this is representing something over here. Okay, I know I get some challenge with these two planets, and even if it's sextile, but if I'm willing to put energy in it, then I'm capable to heal that obsession. I'm capable to heal myself with that kind of addiction. So that's a good planetary aspect. And look, Neptune also going to sextile with Mercury as well when it's going direct. So that is some kind of communication or some kind of material manifestation coming through right now. For example, you worked on an art project, or it could be writing also. And right now when Mercury is going direct, it is like, all right, I'm going to able to, Mercury is soon going to go on the 13th, gonna go to Gemini. And in your third house is writing, and it is like, okay, let's put that out in public. Let's put that on social media, whatever I was working in the background previously. So really soon, because it's going direct, really soon you are capable to manifest that and show that to the world, All right, and what else is going on? Yes, so in your first house, you could feel like very impulsive or very fiery and angry, perhaps because, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's the planet of riches. It's a blessing. And, it's also rules Sagittarius and Pisces, but in Pisces, it rules the night, so it's not that active and not that positive than in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius and other fire sign. So in your sign, it's giving you a lot of benefits, a lot of opportunity, but it also can give you some kind of injury because you are impulsive and or you do everything fast, so it can hurt you. Or it can make you angry actually, and it can actually expand your anger in June. But on the positive upset, positive way, if we look at that, Jupiter is blessing Mars is initiating something. It is giving you more self-confidence, self-reassurance for sure. It's helping you to move and helping you to become active again. You don't have that sluggish energy anymore. You're not tired anymore. You're capable to go. And let's see what else is happening. So these planets actually were conjuncting end of May together in 3 degrees. All right, so Venus, let's talk about Venus. Venus, when it's home sign, May 28th, and it loves to be in Aries. It feels home, it expands the luxury over here. And you know, Venus is the planet of love, and material manifestation is the money side of that. And in Taurus, Earth sign, it means like food, for example. So, for example, everything is blooming right now because we did have delay we had a long winter. And we did have delay in blooming. So right now, it perhaps everything going to start to bloom. And, you know, eventually, actually, Venus going to conjunct with Uranus. And let me see my note, when is that? When it's gonna happen. So Venus conjuncting Uranus is June 11th in Taurus, 16 degree and 52 minutes, all right? Okay, so that's second decan. So that is actually a Virgo decan. So, you know, Uranus is digital world, Venus is money, so digital currency could be very welcomed in your life. For example, you might going to invest, or actually you might going to get paid with digital currency. Right now, it's a new way of paying. Some government can pay you. You know, if something got delayed previously with payment, and they won't be able to send the checks, it's disappeared or something is coming up with that. And I know, okay, you know what, we can offer you to pay you, but it's gonna be something in digital currency. Okay, and so Venus is going over here. What else can it be? Venus is love. Uranus is internet, digital. So it could be like, I'm going to start to date. But I'm going to start to look at right now the internet dating site. It was very awkward for me, very weird. But Uranus is unconventional. And right now, finally, I'm capable to do some kind of unconventional stuff. And I'm gonna do internet dating. It could mean that as well. And then eventually Venus gonna go over here to North Node. And North Node is purpose. So it means like all my might want to laugh. All my might want to make money. So there is two focus over here in this month for you, and that is love and money. That is very purposeful, and that's your purpose right now, and that's what you want to do. You want to be loved, you want to love, and you definitely would like to make money as well. Okay, and what else going to happen? So let's see the 14th. So we were talking about June 11th. So let's see June 14th. We're going to have Sagittarius full moon, and it's going to be 23 degrees and 25 minutes. Okay, so the moon and the sun. So the sun going to be in Gemini, 26 degrees, and moon going to be over here in your 9th house of Sagittarius. And then the full moon is representing always a completion, always an ending. Something come to a detoxification, something come to an end, right? What can come to an end? You have the 3rd house and the 9th house. 3rd house is your younger sibling, 9th house is your older sibling. 3rd house is short distance traveling, 9th house is long distance traveling. 3rd house is your neighborhood, like elementary school studies, middle school and high school. 9th house is universities and college and master degrees, right? Okay, so what could come to completion? Perhaps you just finished your master degree and you are out of the world and you are happy, all right, I can start my life. Or it could be something like, you know what, I have finished my master degrees, so I'm gonna that's out of the way, but I'm gonna start some kind of new study, some kind of new licensing. Because with my master degree, Right now, I don't find anything on the job field, so I need to have some kind of other license, which is a short-term um, study, but at least it's gonna give me bread, to eat, or like at least I have some job with that. Okay, and what else could be that? So let's see. Um, Gemini and Sagittarius also representing like okay, maybe I want to do and plan a long distance traveling, or I want to plan a long distance traveling. But you know what? I have a followed with my teacher, or I have a followed with my older siblings or older cousin. I just, I don't feel it anymore. I don't want to get connected with the person anymore. And what else can happen? So that is the full moon in Sagittarius, but definitely, Sagittarius is liberation and freedom and blessing. So I'm looking forward for this full moon because I'm a Sagittarius rising. So this is going to be my full moon, and I absolutely can love that. All right, so the 16th, then Venus and North Node, as I said before, going to this Venus and North Node going to conjunct. And then on the 16th, the Sun in Gemini going to square Neptune over here. So it is your third house, your house of internet, like social media. And with Neptune, it could be like, oh my God, I watch news and it's all lies, for example, because it's a square. It's going to be a square between Sun and Neptune. And Neptune is lies. It's like fogginess. So over here, and it's media. Gemini is communication, media, journalism. So I read something, but it turned out to be, oh my God, I believed in a lie. Or it could be, what else could be that? Like, the way of my communication is going to be a little bit foggy, like people not really going to understand me. So actually, if you are doing a YouTube channel that day, those days between 2 days before and after, when the square is really potent, then careful what you are saying, because people might not going to understand the way you want to deliver the message. And what else can happen? All right, so let's see. June 20th, Mercury going to sextile with Jupiter. Here is Mercury, and it's going to, so the 13th Mercury already goes to the third house of you in Gemini, right? We were talking about that, going direct. But it's still in post-shadow period until the 19th. And 19th is leaving the post-shadow period, but then the 20th is going to start to sextile with Jupiter in Aries. So then that means, like, that Aries is impulsive and Jupiter wants to let everybody know and teach everybody. Jupiter has a kind of a little arrogance in it. Sagittarius has a little arrogance in them, like they know all. And with that kind of sextile over here, and Gemini and social media, so you might going to get involved in situation like, you're gonna write to everyone on a group like, yes, that's what it means, and whatever. And this is a sextile, so you might even going to be recognized by your writing. So actually, it is a good aspect over here. You know it all. You want to let people know what you know, and actually, it would be good days to spread your words, because they will listen to you. Just careful a little bit with Jupiter, not to be too arrogant. Okay? So try to say it on a humble way, whatever you need to say. And then you have June 21st, when Venus is trining with Pluto. So Venus is, love and money, and Pluto is sexuality. So over here, what you have, and you can feel the depth of the love, all right? And Venus actually is it's still in Taurus, and it's very late degrees, because it's going to trine in 28 degrees with Pluto. So it's the end degrees of Taurus here. And Taurus is something material manifestation, and Pluto could be other creepers, money, loans, and banks. And you know, Venus is money as well. So it means like with this time, like something might going to come back to me. But I was like, for example, because Pluto is retrograde, so might come back to me, but I was applying for and I didn't get before. Actually, it could be also a job coming back to you, what you were applying for, but you didn't get. And you know, perhaps right now you will get it. It could be an ex-lover coming back, because it could, Pluto could be very sexual energy, and it could be like a mistress. Someone is coming in back to you, who you had, for example, sexual relationship previously. And yeah, that's another manifestation of this. But definitely is you feel the depth of love over here. Okay, and then we're going to have June 27th, Mars going to sextile with Saturn retrograde, because Saturn gonna go retrograde on 4th of June. So Saturn gonna go retrograde in your 11th house, 4th of June. What can it do? So with Saturn in 11th house, probably you lost a lot of friendship, and your social circle either gets smaller, or you know, you were very picky with the people around you, which is great. But right now, when Saturn gonna go to back to retrograde, it means like somebody is coming back to your life actually, and because of it's going to sextile in Mars. Mars is someone who you had war with maybe. So it was some kind of fight with a friend, and it had a fellow. Right now it's gonna sextile. And you know what? The person is coming back to me. The person is begging me to take him back or her back. It could be that one as well. So be mindful over here. Decision is very, very important. Okay, June 28th. That is Sun going to square with Jupiter. And the Sun is already going to be in Cancer, because June 21st, the Sun gonna move to Cancer. So we're gonna have that kind of nurturing energy through the Sun. We're gonna nurture ourselves. Sun is ourselves. So we're going to nurture ourselves. Maybe you need to have massages, or you know, whatever you feel, a retreat for yourself in Cancer. But it's squaring with Jupiter, and Jupiter actually going to be, and it's in Aries. So, and the Sun going to be here, beginning of your fourth house. Fourth house is your real estate, your home. It is the way you are, like, you know, like you make it cozy, your home, for example, or you know, children are out of school and you make sure the family has that kind of nurturing energy at home. But when it's squaring with Jupiter, and Jupiter is in a fiery energy in Aries, it is like you want to do it fast. So you want to give everything for the family and nurture them, but you don't have perhaps patience to it. So okay, we need to fix and buy some cozy stuff, but we need to do it right now. And so it could be a little difficulties and challenges. Yeah, you know, the heart and the head is in constant struggle for you in this situation. All right, and then let's see, June 28th or so, Venus going to sextile actually with Jupiter. That is a really beautiful sextile, because Venus in Pisces, it's in exaltation, and Jupiter does rule Pisces. So that's the second avatar, the unsent avatar of Pisces. And when they are sextiling, that is a really positive and welcoming energy. And it's a sweet aspect. So here, Jupiter and Venus going to move to Gemini, actually, and Venus is going to ingress Gemini on the 22nd of June already. So the 22nd, it's already going to be here. So this sextile going to give some kind of sweetness for the words that you are saying. And you know, Jupiter is expanding, so it will be like, okay, Venus is the sweetness here, and it could be like sweet talks with neighbors, or your neighborhood is expanding, but you know, or your family, or your siblings gonna come to visit. And because that's traveling also the third house. So somebody gonna come to visit, and then it's going to be really good long night talks with the people, brainstorming, picking on each other's brain, and you will love that. You will definitely love that. Okay, and then let's talk about the last the new moon in June, and that's gonna happen June 28th in Cancer, and it's going to be 7 degrees 23 minutes. So when the new moon happening in Cancer, then the sun and the moon going to be both of them in Cancer, and it's going to be in your fourth house. It's going to put a huge emphasis on your living situation. Perhaps you're going to buy a new home, or moving to a new home, or renting out something, or you're just going to decorate and make it cozy and very nurturing. Maybe you are having a baby and you're just going to create a nursery in your home. But this new moon here is definitely a new beginning in your family life and in your living situation. And even if it's decoration, but it's a new beginning over here. Okay, my dear Aries, that was it for you. This is June. If you like my forecast, please check out my website, which is www.urbanbeach.org. Till we meet again. Bye.